Start.
Good morning, dear participants. Today we are starting the second session of FDP. Today we are having the 4 sessions by Dr. Anil Sahu, Dr. Kiran, Dr. Sujit, and Dr. Rajaram, and Dr. Rajeshwari Madam. We are starting the session. Before starting, we are playing the AV of our college. Now, Dr. Anil Kumar Sahi start the session. Sir, please start the session.
Thank you, madam. Good morning, all the participants. I think you have an interesting session yesterday on overview of syllabus. So as continuation, today I would like to add to yesterday's session. So that is 2 more subsections of new PCI syllabus.
Sir, you are in mute. Oh.
Am I audible, madam?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes.
Am I audible, madam?
Yes, yes, sir.
Oh. So today we'll be navigating through two subsections of the syllabus. So AI, big data, and precision healthcare. So these are the core concepts that have been imbibed into the new syllabus. So my main motto of today's session would be navigating and giving an overview of two subsections. So starting with the first course, so BP 708T and AEC. So particularly, so this is an optional subject. So ability enhancement course. So this is an option given. So this is the course type. So given as elective. And as we all know, this is given at 1 credit. So that is 1 hour per week. And the title is Precision Medicine. So particularly in precision medicine, today I would like to talk about Unit 4, which has been given 2 hours as the delivery time. So and the syllabus being technology, AI and big data in precision medicine, role of AI, machine learning and data analytics in precision medicine, electronic health records, clinical decision support systems, integrating of genomic data with patient profiles, and examples like AI-driven drug discovery, data security, and interoperability. So all these syllabus particularly is incorporated. So in our view, so to enhance basic understanding and awareness. So we can also see particularly 2 hours is the delivery time. So this syllabus is given as an overview of all these things, particularly a part of pharmacy practice integrating AI. So the course objective being introducing the emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, big data analytics, electronic health records in precision medicine. So apart from our students being thorough with our knowledge with AI, so we could see in this particular subject, so they have been adding big data analytics. So particularly taking data from hospitals, okay, so large data sets from insurance companies, etc. So these and also electronic health records. Okay, so converging all this data and analyzing this data. So what are the different, particularly like R language, Tableau, and different statistical methods to analyze this data. So we can see here that artificial intelligence with big data analytics and electronic health records used in precision medicine. We all know that precision medicine is a new order of the day. So apart from normal conventional medicinal system to precision medicine and individualized therapy is order of the day. So here we could see in the syllabus that different methods and different artificial intelligence and analytical techniques are incorporated in the syllabus so that the students will be aware of use of AI into precision medicine. So course outcome define precision medicine and explain its evolution from conventional therapy to personalized healthcare approaches, highlighting the role of pharmacists and interdisciplinary collaboration. So this will be the first subject I'm taking today, and Unit 4 of this subject. So particularly, which is on particularly ability enhancement of the students. Second thing, so being BP 801T, so the course title being ethical considerations and translational applications of AI in pharmacy. So this is a core subject. So this is given 6 hours and credits 2 credits. So 2 lectures per week. So syllabus being AI in public health and real world data analytics. So we could see this. This is again a part. So and integration into the ability enhancement that we have seen in the previous slide. Overview of real world data sources like EHRs, so that health records, claims, that is insurance data and claims, and surveillance systems. So all the big data available in the public domain and also in healthcare sector is integrated to AI, so to make it more precise and more accurate. conceptual knowledge of AI in outbreak prediction. So like we have taken some examples like COVID, population level risk modeling, regression models in epidemiology, AI in vaccination forecasting, and case studies like AI applications in epidemiological trend analysis. So example we have seen particularly, so in COVID-19 vaccination hesitancy, so and also diabetes prevalence forecasting, antibiotic resistance, etc. So in total, again, we are taking pharmacy practice, which is in application, and integrating AI to this public health data and real world data analytics. So what is the objective of this particular core subject? Is exploring applications of artificial intelligence in pharmacy automation, supply chain management, and public health data analytics. So my part or section of today will be in integration with the objective public health data analytics, and course outcome being analyzing AI applications in automation and public health analytics. So the first two slides, so I've gone through how PCI have been given the credits, what is the syllabus, the core objective, and the outcomes. So from this slide, so I'll be discussing or will be going through comparison of these and comparison integration of these two subjects, and also why these particular two subjects are integrated. What are the major objectives and importance of these two sections in the new PCA syllabus? So we can see these two particular subsections have been added particularly to shift or to transform basic traditional paradigm to a paradigm shift into digital driven system. So the first one you can see, so in traditional system, generally we have been approached or the subjects previously, so one size fits all. We used to teach students so that for all the patients, so there is the same pharmacological methods, same pharmacy practice methods, and different methods to take their feedback, generate data. So now what we have added or the PCA had added is, so tailor-made therapy for patients. So what are the different methods or what are the different systems that should be imbibed so that this traditional medicine is shifted to digital-driven and more precise medication. So the role is just dispensing previously. Now the role would be clinical data interpreter and also so very accurate, precise, and patient-centric decision partner. So reactive patient care is the previous method. So now we are getting transformed into predictive and preventive medicine. So evidence-based medicine like controlled clinical trials. So now apart from only controlled and blinded clinical trials, we are also taking the big data. So that is the real world data which is available. So like we have seen in the previous slide, like from the hospitals, the claim data and the data available in the public domain. So we are taking that data and using AI analyticals, particularly to arrive at more precise decision in pharmaceutical care. So next, if you see the two subjects, so we can say one is used as the micro lens and other as the macro lens. The focus particularly, so of precision medicine, the subject of precision medicine, which is given unit 4 as 2 hours. The core concepts being electronic health records, clinical decision support systems, and genomic data integration. So these are the core concepts that we'll be discussing with the students. So if you see the other part, that is BP801T, particularly talking about public health analytics, unit 4 is given 6 hours. Real world data, outbreak prediction, regression models, and supply chain automation. So outcomes for this subject, precision medicine, will be understanding the shift to personalized healthcare from the traditional health system and AI-driven drug discovery. Outcomes of health analytics being analytical population level risk, forecasting trends, so getting epidemiological data and managing pharmacy logistics. So these two subjects will be aimed particularly to achieve precision medicine. So traditional medicine, which are symptom-based, reactive treatment, broadly applied generalized therapies, etc. So slowly, so transformed into evidence-based medicine, which we are experiencing now, guiding by clinical trials and population averages. and also population kinetics being added to this standardized guidelines, which have been developed so country-wise that we can follow. So now what is the shift? So we are expecting in the near and immediate future, which has been added to the syllabus, is precision medicine, the current frontier. So tailor-made methods, treatment strategies, moving away from one size fits all to individual personalized therapy. The key drivers being powered by genomics, digital health records, and AI analytics. So what is the precision medicine AI engine? Okay, so and what we are targeting or trying to make students understand is the DNA sequences which are being utilized. So what are the big data which is available? What are the different wearable devices, etc., from which continuous monitoring data is generated? So all this data is integrated into machine learning, core machine learning, so and deep learning. So learns from massive data sets via pattern recognition. So again, so where we use all this integrated data is diagnosis prediction. I think all of us have seen Google developing new diagnosis prediction for cardiovascular diseases from all the public domain data which is available. So integrating pathophysiological data and clinical data into AI, so which gives you forecasting of different diseases. Next, personalized drug selection, dose optimization, and treatment response prediction. So all these would be outcomes of what is the data available. So then analyzing the data using AI, and what is the forecasting that we can do. So the CDSS intervention flow. So we start with prescription. So then we have electronic data with us. So we integrate all the healthcare professionals, and using AI, so we'll forecast, diagnosis, different medication, and personalized interventions. So apart from this pharmacy practice data, we also use this AI particularly to enhance clinical trial data or enhance effectiveness of clinical trials, and also decreasing the time. So target identification. So AI can scan biological data sets and identify disease targets instantly. And virtual screening, machine learning models can simulate how thousands of molecules bind to targets. So apart from taking 15 to 20 years previously, so we could do it in 3 to 4 years. So drastically reducing both time and cost requiring to bring personalized therapies to market. So next is real world data sets, so which are available in the form of electronic health records, insurance claim and billing, surveillance systems collected outside and controlled clinical trials, and integrating all this data into AI. It filters, controls the noise, and produce different reflections that could be used in public health. So analyzed, so this data is analyzed and used for drug safety monitoring, epidemiological studies, tracking health, and also policy planning. So different regression models which are also given in the syllabus. So linear and logistic regressions which we could apply, and the same methods are applied in AI for forecasting risk and also different trends in epidemiology. So these can be taken as few examples as a real world case studies, which is given examples in the syllabus. So and case studies and examples like COVID-19 outbreak. So that is using AI. We are predicting the outbreak. So next is diabetic prevalence or any other disease prevalence, and also antibiotic resistance. So we could say, so these are power tools in our hands in the next 10 years. So which will be leading us to precision medicine and individualized therapy for the patients. So apart from intelligent automation and supply chain logistics, so what are the different things that are generally made aware for the students? So one is predictive AI, so for forecasts. Next is inventory management. So apart from just automized supply chains, we are including AI, so to So forecast any problems then and there rather than after completion. Next, continuous availability. So the this will be ultimate outcome, ensuring the right medicines are available for the population exactly when needed. And automated dispensing. So robotic dispensing, which is already in market in some of the countries like Germany and US, and which can be introduced now. So next, the central node or the major objective of the syllabus would be the central node, the human bridge. So through the syllabus, we are enhancing students to integrate different data available. What are the different analytical methods which are available in AI and machine learning, and how it will be important in forecasting different epidemiology, and also integrating AI into healthcare. So we could see here the interoperability bridge. Okay, so taking data from the hospitals and the dispensing system and the genomic lab. So high risk data. So what is important in AI is, apart from its power to integrate different data, so there is also a problem with hacking vulnerability. So security systems, awareness in security systems is also important. So different hurdles in this digital horizon. So one is patient privacy and data breaches. Next is technical challenges. So we are so in initial stages. So all of us have to be acquired or equipped with this digital system. So interoperability is very important, taking help from professionals and so seamlessly transforming into this technological challenge would be important. So data quality. So all the data are in the public domain or from the hospitals. So validating this data is important, and ethical issues. So and implementing costs are major hurdles in this particular. So different data, public health data analytics, and what are the hurdles in digital horizon. So totally, so these two subsections carries almost 8 hours, and integrating this data and how to analyze the data, awareness on how to analyze the data and where these are useful. So this will be the major objective of these two subsections of the subjects, involving different data sets, how to analyze them, and arrive at fully personalized therapy. So this is what these two subjects have been introduced into the new PCS. So I hope we had an overview of what are the different subsections of these two and how they are linked to pharmacy practice and individualized therapy. Thank you. So you can see different.
If you're having any doubts, you can ask. Thank you, sir, for providing valuable information related to precision medicine and the ethical considerations and applications of AI in pharmacy. How to use the AI tools in these two subjects, briefly given by the Dr. Anil Kumar, sir. Next session by Dr. Sujit Kumar, sir. Next session, that is impact uses and impact of AI tools in pharmaceutical drug discovery and development. That is by Dr. Sujit Kumar Mohanty, sir. He is working as the associate professor in Sri Vishnu College of Pharmacy. So please start the session. Okay, participants, if you are having any doubts or want any clarification, you post the message in chat box.
Good morning to all. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. This session is by two members, Sujit Kumar and Dr. Kiran.
Yes. Good morning. I welcome all to the seminar. So today we will be dealing in AI in Medicinal and Pharmaceutical Chemistry. So I am Dr. Sujit Kumar, Associate Professor, Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry, and my friend is here, Dr. Kiran Manda, same from Pharmaceutical Chemistry. We both will be dealing what is the impact, what is the role of AI in medicinal and pharmaceutical chemistry as per the PCI syllabus. So just you can see the screen. So you can see on the screen now what are the different factors responsible for a drug design. What are the things we keep in mind while planning for a QSO studies or maybe 2D or 3D. So you can see we have a lot of 6 to 7 points. I've just tried to make it sum up. There are a lot of things, but it's not possible to present on a slide. So we'll go for the important one, like how a drug is designed by the help of AI. So before going to the syllabus, let us see what are the course learning outcomes. As per the regulatory bodies, we have to see what are the learning outcomes, what the students should get after the syllabus is being taught. So we have structured data for ML, machine learning. We have interpret models, analyzing predictive approaches, evaluating the manufacturing AI, apply chemometrics as per the regulatory bodies. So you can see here coming to the core curriculum, AI in drug discovery. So various factors are there. Coming to the number one, we have molecular descriptors like molecular weight, log P, hydrogen bond donor, hydrogen bond acceptor, TPSA, etc. Coming to the point. So now when I come to these things, one thing comes to my mind is the Lipinski rule. So as we all know that it was given in 1997 by Christopher A. What it helps us while designing a molecule or thinking to design a molecule is that whether what I'm going to prepare, right, what I want to design, whether the molecule is fit to be orally active in humans. So for that purpose, some countings are to be done. Like first thing is molecular weight, as mentioned on the slide. Molecular weight should be limited to 500 daltons. Sometimes it goes that away as per some ways, but we have to try to control it as you know it. Next, log P, that is lipophilicity, should be less than 5. Similarly, coming to HBD, that is hydrogen bond donor, should be less than or equal to 5. And the last one is hydrogen bond acceptor should be equal to or less than equal to 10. So these all comes under molecular descriptors. Similarly, if you go for the QSR modeling, here we go for the either 2D QSR or 3D QSR depending upon the molecule. And while designing the QSR, we also have to look at whether the ADMET of the particular drug, that is your absorption, distribution, metabolism, elimination, toxicity should be in the given clarified limits. Then we can go for the IC50 values depending on the in vivo or in vitro models. Now coming to the virtual screening. So this is for the optimizing the lead. After we get a lead or lead molecule, what we call by various pipelines, finally we want to see that out of a library, how many molecules are really screened, which comes under our requirements. Next, going to the model limitations, we'll see on what domain it can be applicable. And there we have to use the various regulatory bodies like the US FDA or something like that, whether it comes under the limitations or not. And here, just for the viewers, I have written the textbook, that is Brown and Artificial Intelligence in Drug Discovery. I have also mentioned the page number like 126, 45 to 62, 92 to 60, 389 to 393. This will help you directly go to the page, and students can also refer to it for easy convenience and understanding. Next one is important is PAT. We call this process analytical technology. So I found this book good and easy for the students. That is like Bucky PAT chapter number 12, specifically page number 245 to 280. Here you can see how the normally in the industry how PAT is followed. Normally PAT was defined by FDA, and why they defined is for the designing, analog, and leveling various manufacturing in real-time measurement. Why this PAT? This PAT is useful for enhancing the product quality, efficiency, and safety of a particular batch, what was going to be produced in the pharmaceutical industry. So in this, normally what is covered is they go for chemometric modeling, spectroscopic data processing and validation, descriptor generation from chemical fingerprints. Next, teaching link to AI. PAT provides the bridge from starting raw material to the final product in the total pipeline. So students learn how molecular data is encoded before a model ever sees it. In this particular process, chemical fingerprinting, the particular molecular structure or molecular formula plays a very important role, so that if we have AI facility here, many times we can stop a particular batch either it is getting in wrong way from any of the steps, starting from first step to the final step. So AI plays a very important role here, coming under process analytical technology, and book number also is mentioned, chapter 12. Next topic is bioinformatics and chemical databases. So I found here the Chavda et al. It's a very good article. Bioinformatics tools for pharmaceutical drug product development. It is available online. What are the core topics they mentioned here is PubChem, like chemical data bank and drug bank. Sometimes you can go for the receptor bank, also PDB, molecular docking and virtual screening pipeline. So here what you have to do is we just the molecule what is there in our library, we'll try to find out whether it is active in which models, which receptors, and at what XYZ while doing the docking thing. So just we can download the molecule or receptor from the PDB, use it, purify it, like we see all the bondings and all hydrogen donors and all these things. Then we can go for a docking, whether it is a rigid docking or whether it is a non-rigid docking. So students follow the full QSR pipeline database retrieval, dataset curation, descriptor calculation, model training, and various grounds for the final docking tools. Next is physiochemical properties and ADME. So ADME plays a very important role when a drug is to be designed. First thing comes to our mind about a molecule, whether it is heterocyclic molecule or whether it is a condensed molecule or whether it is a hybrid molecule. Main thing comes to the person who is dealing with that drug is ADME. ADME plays a very important role. Suppose you are synthesizing a drug, but it is not under the ADME limits. So it is just waste of time and energy. So key physicochemical parameters for ADME, we have log P, solubility is there, pK is there, ionization is there, absorption is there, toxicity is there. So this I found a book that is Gypsum, Pharmaceutical Pre-Formulations and Formulation, page number 50 to 100 will be enough for the students to understand. Now Gypsum establishes the physicochemical basis for ADME descriptors. Students understand what log P or solubility means and how it plays in the drug design. Now this all has been done very easy by the use of AI. Previously, we used to calculate each and everything. Now AI has made it very simple. Just put the structure or the IPEC names or the smiles easily by help of ADME studies or AI studies, we get all the ADME parameters. Now, how to use this AI in natural product structure activity relationship? Sometimes we go for isolating a product from natural products. So how this AI helps us in the discovery or designing of a particular molecule directly from the nature. So what the here we have a book, Hanishan, Natural Products in Medicinal Chemistry, page number 10 to 16. What it covers? Structure diversity in natural product scaffolds. Various scaffolds are there. Taking one by one scaffold, they very nicely explained it. Students could get much importance from this book textbook particularly. Then ACR analysis, the foundation of QACR. So how a structure activity relationship is defined there, how we can change it, how we can convert it, how we can modify it in the lab. Now, chirality is a very important parameter of any molecule. If a molecule is having chirality property, we should be very careful while dealing in that molecule. Like various functional groups are there. What are the different functional groups? What are the pharma part, active part of the molecule? So these all are kept in mind while designing a molecule directly from the nature, or while going for natural to changing it to semi-synthetic or going into totally synthetic. Now important thing here is what are the critical teaching moments. So this module allows students to interrogate AI output. What output you get normally compared to without AI you are using. So what does the model predict high activity for a scaffold? What is in your mind? So this book particularly Hanishan trains the chemist eye that ML alone cannot replace. Sometimes limitations are there. Chemical design is not a limitation of AI, it is the essential complement. Use it while using our brain also. So AI across the drug product life cycle, you can see starting from the discovery by using QSAR, virtual screening, targeting a particular receptor by different ID, pre-formulations, formulations, manufacturing, and going through various regulatory bodies, quality and life cycle. These are also available in Pace et al. That is a very good article, I found it. Students can use it. Artificial intelligence for drug product life cycle and its applications. Applications is very nicely mentioned in this article. So it will be useful as per I believe for the students. Next is quality by design and model validation. For this, I would refer Gibson again. And the topic was pharmaceutical quality by design, page number 80 to 150. So what is the core concept mentioned here is design of experiments. Now, what do you mean by quality by design or QBD? QED is a strategic approach employed in various industries. Not in most of the industries or US FDA approved industries are following QED, including pharmaceutical manufacturing, product development. Why? To ensure the consistent delivery of high quality products. Now, world is moving to different level. Now, just preparing a product is not sufficient. We need high quality products. For this purpose, QED is an important fundamental parameter. It involves a systematic and proactive process of integrating quality considerations throughout the entire product life cycle. I mean, from the conception to production, means from the starting raw materials, selection of raw materials to the final batch output. So these all comes under the QED model. Next, coming to the regulatory bodies, mainly we deal with, as per our syllabus, we have WHO guidelines, validation, integrity, regulatory limits of AI. We cannot use as per our convenience. We have to follow the AI as per the WHO guidelines also. So what are the regulatory guidelines? Data integrity, validate analytical methods before deployment, before using it, the various methods to be validated, defined applicability domains, human oversight of AI generated decisions. So what is the output here? Students learn that a well-performed machine learning model is not automatically a compliant one. WHO guidelines frame the things by using ethical and regulatory ceilings for AI use in pharmaceutical practice. So here you can refer what I am telling to the students, those who are there. WHO quality assurance of pharmaceuticals clearly mentioned in the WHO site. You can go there and find it out. Now coming to the important thing, as it is a new syllabus, how to teach this topic. Now students are using AI in various fields. So we have to decide how to teach or how to make them understand in our ground level, that is in our classroom. So step one is ground in chemistry. So first thing is students should have the minimum ground level knowledge like HAR, high-tech names, or it is maybe in Smiles form. For that, I have already given Gibson and Hansen has nicely written the books on that with page numbers I have already mentioned. So before using the algorithm, start with the descriptors. Descriptors means minimum level to know the chemical and the physical properties of a molecule. Next, you have to teach them how to build a data set. Data set like retrieval process, curation process, description, calculation. For that, Chowda and Baki have nicely given. I have already mentioned the page number. So the students should come with a good database. Next is training and interpret models. So you have to use your various regression analysis, interrogating the outputs and chemical reasoning. For that, Brown has given some stuffs which will be useful for the students. The last one is validate and contextualize. Apply QED, as we discussed, role of QED. Students should know, because once they are going out from the college to the industry level, they should know how to use QED. QED should not be a surprise to them in their work field. So QED plus using the WHO regulatory limits. So thank you all. I hope in short span of time we got some idea about the new PCI syllabus, which books to refer, which page number to refer, what should be the outcome of the this particular syllabus AI in pharmaceutical drug design, and moreover, it will be easy for the staff to continue the classes. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for providing brief information how to use the AI tools as specified in new PCA syllabus in 601 and 604 subjects. We specified what are different models or document techniques which are using by using AI, how to use those techniques for drug discovery. Thank you, sir. The third session by Dr. Rajaram. Third session is by Dr. Rajaram, Associate Professor, Sri Vishnu College of Pharmacy. He is going to discuss about AI, role of AI in genomics.
So thank you, ma'am, for your kind introduction. So myself, wait a minute, I will share my screen. So in this topic, I am going to discuss role of AI in genomics, genetics, and how it helps in making the medicine more precise. So in the course BP403T, so the subject name is Pharmaceutical Biotechnology. So in that, subject, we are having one unit where it is contains gene therapy, genomics, and personalized medicine. So in that, the topics are gene therapy, types, methodologies, delivery systems, ethical concerns and challenges. Apart from that, human genome project, role of bioinformatics and artificial intelligence in personalized medicine. So we'll be discussing how AI will help in designing personalized medicine. So the objective of the unit is assess the role of bioinformatics and artificial intelligence in human genome project and personalized medicine. So first I will take to the Google. So check how AI will work. So the same question I will give it in AI. So check it how AI will help you. So if you check it here, the both answers in both browsers means here New Delhi, here also it is New Delhi. Whereas I will write next question is who is Prime Minister? So it is not, so it is giving list of all the things for which company, which country, everything. So list of all prime ministers. Whereas coming to the, you get it into the outline. Very interesting.
Hmm.
So
So now it is visible.
okay. So here check, just check it. So I have typed in general browser, what is the capital of India? They have given New Delhi. Whereas coming to the same question in ChatGPT, I have asked what is the capital of India? So it is given the capital of India is New Delhi. So I will type one more question in general browser. Who is Prime Minister? So it has given list of all the things. So Balin Shah, Prime Minister of Nepal, it is not given any country. In general, we have given. Whereas coming to the AI, if I ask, just type Prime Minister. So it has given Prime Minister of India is Narendra Modi. So whereas in another in general browser, it is giving only list of all the countries and their prime ministers. So my point is AI will store all the data. So because of the storing, analyzing data only, the things are becoming very easy. It is helping us in a lot easier manner. So this is one of small example how it is simplifying with the help of AI. So coming to the topic, so how AI, so it artificial intelligence is a components like artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning. So how artificial intelligence helps? So there are two persons in a hospital. One is intern and then another one is a AI. So if there is any drug interaction happens, so the intern will check all the textbook pages, so to check what are the reasons for drug interaction. But it's coming to the AI, it scans the interaction when you type the drug name within a fraction of seconds. So with the help of past data. So machine learning, so in the same manner, machine learning also, it reassesses past data from past 20 years. Whereas coming to the deep learning, it will helping in like neural networks analyze which is better, which is up to the mark. So it has supervised learning, means it is in human. The teacher has given 100 photos of intact good pills versus bad pills. So it takes some time. Whereas AI process take all the photos, analyzes small issues also. So it will detect if there is any issue in the things in a fraction of seconds. Whereas unsupervised learning is nothing but we have given in a group of powders, humans will check based on texture or smell, whereas AI will check their hidden DNAs also from which powder, what are the DNA. So finding hidden groups. So many of the drug targets are hidden, so it will analyze the hidden targets and it will help us in better manner. So coming to in general thing, how our clinical trials are going is trial and error method. Whereas if it is A means, so simple example, the person is having diabetes, so we'll be giving insulin. So we'll give insulin to the patient, we'll wait for 1 week, we'll check blood glucose levels, readjust the dose. Whereas coming to the AI will check glucose levels every minute. Based on that, insulin release will be happening. So it is happening 100% efficacy. Instead of trial and error, it will adjust like a smart pump, activating, working in real-time manner. So bioinformatics. So the data that is collected regarding what I can say, genes, protein, everything, it will be stored in bioinformatics. Based on bioinformatics, we will check all the data. So if any issue in the things, we'll get the things in very fast manner. So biostatistics. So humans used to use calculator and Excel to check average recovery time in a trial. Whereas superpower AI, it will process the data of 100 participants within very short period of time. Coming to the big data, if it is in a remote village, one pharmacist will have idea of 50 to 60% people of the village, what the diseases they are having, what the medication they are taking. But if it is big data, it can remember the entire world data where we enter the things. So clinical, how it is helping means precise medicine. Earlier times, if the person is having paracetamol, we should give 5 mg paracetamol for every person. Whereas here in A, it will check DNA of the person, what are the metabolism status. So it will prescribe for that person 65 mg is better compared to 500 mg. So it is having tailored dosing. One more thing. So how it is one more how AI can help is means every time we used to go hospital after getting symptoms, predictable or visible symptoms. With the help of AI, it used to monitor our body conditions regularly. It will give signals earlier before we are going to the hospital. So coming to the diagnostics, so whenever we go to any hospital for lab purposes, we get a lot of 10 to 12 pages of blood report. So we have to check which is having high levels, low levels, whereas AI can check what are the reasons for these elevations. So coming to the clinical trials also, we used to, for clinical trials, for given patients or participants, it is becoming a tough task. So for that, we used to give posters, we used to do public means advertisements. Whereas here, AI can scan all the persons, whoever the data is there in the system. So which person can best suit for the specific condition. So it will retrieve easily. So pharmacovigilance means having side effects. In general, if there is any ADS, person has to go to the ADR center so to register the complaint. Whereas here, scanning millions of social media posts and hospital records, there is any rash or any ADR is trending and it can identify any means adverse effects. So supply chain, same. Before that means in general, we used to any pharma, what I can say, drugstores used to order drugs. If there is any rainy season is coming, they used to order cold medications. But here, it used to analyze whether school absences, airport traffic to predict whether there is any spike influences is there or not. Same as manufacturing and in decision making too. So coming to the genetics, what our main core topic is, genome is nothing but entire book. Chromosomes are the chapters, codes are the like a genes. So it started all with the sequencing evolution. So initially, first generation sequencing happened with the famous scientist Sanger. He sequenced 800 to 1000 base pairs. So what it helped is they checked only single gene analysis. So second generation sequence Illumina NGS, which brought around 75 to 300 base pairs. So what it helped is whole genome sequencing. Coming to the third generation, it helped in structural variations Whereas fourth present one, millions of base pairs, single cells, so it helps in rapid diagnostics and tumor heterogeneity. So in general, the data will be in this manner, scattered manner. With the help of AI, it is giving complete insights. So it helps in quality control. After quality control, alignment in proper direction. After proper direction, it is giving assembly so that we can track the changes. What are the areas of changes within a fraction of seconds. So in general, if there is any issues in any person's genome, we are trying the therapies are in vivo injections, ex vivo, somatic, and germlines. So in vivo is nothing but we are giving directly injection of genes into the person. Whereas ex vivo, we are changing in the labs and we are inserting it. And in the somatic, what happens means that is for that person only. Whereas germline means the changes will be continued for generations. If it is genetic, because of genetic changes, we should do for germlines. But germlines are not yet in the clinical trials. It is having a lot of restrictions, related restrictions and ethical restrictions. So in general, what are the things means for there is any person is suffering from many diseases, we are injecting to in vivo, ex vivo, or somatic. So what are the vectors? What are the delivery models we are using these vectors? One is viral vectors, another one is non-viral vectors. Coming to the viral vectors, there are AAVs, lentiviruses, adenoviruses. Coming to the AAVs, it is having safe, low immune reaction, whereas lentiviruses, permanent insertion for long-term expression, whereas adenovirus is high efficiency, but it can trigger strong immune responses. Coming to the non-viral vectors, we are giving gene in lipid nanoparticles or electroporation or naked DNA plasmids. So these are the various type modes we are inserting genes. But the main challenge is whatever the genes you are inserting, whether you are inserting in a correct manner, whether you are correct gene or not, that are the issues. So, well, when AI introduced gene therapy optimization, it made into precision editing with the help of deep CRISPR. So AI predicts the reason, what is the gene reason for so specific disease. So AI predicts the exact guide RNA and cutting site and eliminating dangerous off targets effects instantaneously. So and that also optimizes vector optimization, like how means what are the lipid nanoparticles has to be there, what are the lipid composition, what is the ratio, so how it can be easily inserted to the person's things. So personalized medicine, in general, we are using same drug given to all. Some may improve, some show no response, some suffer from toxicity. So here we are giving a targeted, personalized medication approaches based on genetics, based on metabolism, based on absorption parameters of the drugs. So example, codeine in general has to convert to morphine. If the person is having pain, we should do morphine, but we should do initially codeine. It will be converted to morphine with the help of CYP2D6 enzyme. So if the drug is given to the normal metabolizers, so codeine will be converted to morphine, so the person will feel pain relief. But if it is the poor metabolizers, it won't be converted to morphine. So the person although taking painkiller, but he won't show any impact. Whereas all the rapid metabolizers, the pain killer means pain reducing mechanism will wane off in a fraction of minutes. So with the help of pharmacogenomics, we can optimize the dose, how much dose can be given to the patients. So with the role of AI, it has given tremendous impact in genomics, proteomics, metabolomics, and transcriptomics. So in general thing, it is taking for drug discovery, it is taking 10 to 15 years. With the help of AI, it is taking faster pace, and we are reducing cost failure rates. Earlier it is a trial and error methods. Now we are using predictive targeted approaches. And patient stratification also based on the drug, based on the target population, it is to eliminate, and based on that we should get the patient's data. With the help of genetics, we can better the things. So what are the various AI genome toolkits like AlphaFold2, which predicts 3D protein folding in our general drug targets? Majority of the drugs are receptors which are protein minded. So with the help of AlphaFold2, it can identify how the protein is unfolding, folding, so that whether our drug will bind it or not. Next one is deep variant, which will check DNA of the persons, automate, like docking studies in silico medicine website means for generative AI suggests novel drug molecules. IBM Watson analyzes massive cancer genome data to spot vital mutations. CAD, so which helps for specific DNA mutations. Schrödinger which help for drug designing, and drag and rapidly process vast hospital genomic sequencing data. So these are the various genomic tools that are helpful for genetic variations to study in the humans. In general, present available, which is a free of one, is NCBA, which has vast DNA sequences. NCBA gene bank, ClinVar classifies mutations as pathogenic or benign. Cosmic, which contains data for somatic cancer mutations. Ensemble, so which has Google Maps for locating genes and chromosomes. Genome AD, so which tracks normal variations across healthy populations to spot rare anomalies. And Pharma GK. So with the help of genomics, we can reach the genetics. With the help of gene therapy, we can edit the code. With the help of editing the code, we can make the personalized medicine for the patients. So these are the various books that are mentioned in our syllabus. With the for AI, it is having a lot of content in human molecular genetics and guidelines, which is given by guideline science. So if there is any doubts, you can type in the chat box. So we'll get back. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Rajaram, for providing information related to the genomics. What is the role of AI tools in genomics? We explained about the paradigm shifting of normal drug discovery and genomics to the AI modeling, and also a given number of AI tools also. This information is useful for studying this subject, that is genomics and precision medicine. Thank you. The next session is by Dr. Rajeshwari. She is going to explain about AI in pharmacy automation and supply chain. Madam, your voice is not audible.
Madam, is it audible now?
Yes, ma'am. You can continue.
Okay, ma'am, thank you. Good morning, one and all. Myself, Dr. Rajeshwari, Department of Pharmaceutics, Sri Vishnu College of Pharmacy. I'm here today to discuss about AI in pharmacy automation and supply chain. Okay, this AI in automation and supply chain is going to help give you an overview about how the artificial intelligence is going to transform the pharmacy operations automatically and dispense the supply chain and predict the risk. So these are the glance of the course. It is going to describe about automated dispensing systems and inventory prediction models, medication adherence, supply chain and logistics, and advantages and limitations of AI. And this is how the course is going to be, the course code, course title, and it is going to how it is going to differentiate with the 2 lecture classes and the internal marks and external marks. And so these are the course outcomes of the this course. The course outcomes include how the AI is going to intervene into the life cycle of pharmaceuticals and healthcare applications, including data management, model development, validation, and development. and how it is going to provide the understanding of model validation, auditing procedures and documentation, and how it is going to familiarize with students with regulatory and governance and ethical frameworks which are guiding to implement this AI into the pharmaceuticals and healthcare environments. And next objective is applications of artificial intelligence in pharmacy automation, chain supply and management. Finally, the last objective is develop practical understanding of AI implementation in pharmaceuticals and healthcare domain by studying the case studies and projects. And these are the outcomes of the course. So it has to map the life cycle of AI system into the pharmaceutical settings, and also model performance, bias and validation requirements. So it has to discuss about the regulatory. After completing the course, the students will be able to understand how they can regulatory and governance the framework applications of AI in the pharmacy and analyzing its applications in automation and public health analysis, and then evaluating the ethical considerations of AI applications for pharmaceutical sciences and health. So these are AI in pharmacy automation and supply chain includes the following topics: overview of AI in automated dispensing system, inventory prediction model, case studies on regression-based demand forecasting and different methods of forecasting, and medication adherence monitoring system, and AI supply chain risk prediction, and predictive analytics in pharmaceutical logistics, and advantages and limitations. And, as we discussed the course outcomes, this pharmacy automation and supply chain is going to get the course outcome as regulatory and governance framework applicable to AI pharmacy. Total lecturer classes of this is 6 times. So let us discuss about overview AI in automated dispensing system. Here the robotic dispensing can be occurred. So it will be high accuracy and workload reduction can be occurred, and regulatory governance can be applied. Here the medical device regulations, data protection, how the framework covering compliances can be considered. So this is means available in a Mathni, written by a Mathni, AI in healthcare textbook, chapter 3 and chapter 6. Page numbers. And inventory prediction model. So before occurring any climatic changes or a seasonal diseases, they are based on the usage of the drug demand based on the historical data. It is going to predict, and it is going to predict, and it is going to maintain the stock. It is going to maintain the stock, and it is going to prevent the wastage of overstock. So in this way, this inventory prediction model can be applicable, and it is available in 3 textbooks. One is AI in healthcare textbook written by Mathni in chapter 3 and 6, and clinical prediction model textbook, Stayberger, 2, 5 and 7, and practical predictive and analytical development in that textbook also written by Stayberger. It is available. And coming to the regression-based demand forecasting. So based on the demand, the forecasting of particular disease, particular drug, or particular like a device, these can be analyzed and it can be given, so that this AI incorporation into the pharmaceuticals as well as the healthcare system helps in preventing the loss of some lives in public because of this forecasting thing. So it gives us about linear and logistic regression models. It also focuses about machine learning and how the model validation can be occur in real world cases. Based on the case studies, these type of things are applicable in case of COVID and those conditions also it can be applicable. These are available in the textbooks like Clinical Prediction Model by Stayberger, chapter 5 and 7, Clinical Practical Predictive Analytical Development by Stayberger, page number 22, and Artificial Intelligence and Healthcare, Mathni, chapter 3 and 6. Next one is medication adherence monitor. So this is in one way in our present running fast generation, it is unable to, people are unable to take the medication in right time. So by these digital tooling, mobile apping or the smart pill tracking, patients can take the medication in a right time and a right way. Coming to the variables and data, AI collects data from variables and apps from real-time adherence tracking, and then it is going to advise them to go for a pre-checking or to go for a list of medication like that. In that way, it is going to advise the people based on the data. And patient outcomes. In remote monitoring, this can also engage the engagement in improved treatment outcomes for the patient by preventing a cautious thing before going to the worst case. Okay, the reference book for this is Artificial Intelligence in Healthcare, Mathni, Chapter 3, 4, and 6. Next one, AI in supply chain risk prediction. So this is going to detect and analyze and decide what type of drug is to be supplied and what type of drug is under shortage. It is going to be detected by the continuous AI linked supply chain. Thereby, it is going to provide the medication in time, and it is going to prevent the wastage of the overstocking of the products. This is also available in AI in Healthcare, Mathni, Chapter 3 and 6. Predictive Analytical, Chapter, page number 52 and 20, by Straberger. And Clinical Model, Chapter 2, 5 and 7. Predictive Analytics in Pharmaceutical Logistics. So this also demand the forecast. So this is also this prediction. All is based on the prediction only. This entire chapter is based on the prediction. Even the humans are using the app, their medication allotment and predicting can be done. So this is going to predict and optimize the procurement and distribution routes also. Logistic workflow. This AI implementation is going to help in inventory, warehousing, and timely delivery of the products based on the logistic and optimization strategies. Under this, it is going to make the decision not to waste the product and to provide the product in a particular stipulated period. And this is for the reference books for this predictive analytics in pharmaceutical logistics is Artificial Intelligence in Healthcare, Mathni, Chapter 3 and 6. Predictive Analyticals, Chapter, page number 52 and 20, Straberger, and Clinical Model, Chapter 257, SG. And coming to the advantages, limitations, and legal consideration. The advantages includes that it is going to provide the efficacy of the product or whoever is using, and accuracy and automation. Proactive risk demand management can be occurred and improves the patient outcomes so that the regular checkup or regular medication can be occurred with the patients who adopt to this artificial intelligence mobile apps, like they're giving their regular data in a particular hospital. And coming to the limitations, bias, overfitting, or incorrect prediction. So even though we are adopted to this AI tooling, but if it goes in a biased way, that may lead to the wrong prediction also. So human addition with that AI is also required. So data quality and integrity challenges also can become a limitation. And coming to the legal and the privacy, data protection laws and medical device regulations can be occurred in a proper way. Risk of data breaching and unauthorized access may also. Accountability. Who is responsible for the AI? These are to be mastered. And this topic is discussed under the two textbooks, Artificial Intelligence in Healthcare, Chapter 5, 4, and 7, and Clinical Models, Chapter 6 and 7 by Straberger. Coming to the implementation of AI. Okay. Implementation of AI in pharmacy automation and supply chain. So this is going to help in managing the revolutionizing healthcare delivery systems, or it also improves in enhancing the efficacy, accuracy, and decision making. So AI technologies helps in streamlining the operations from inventory management to the medication adherence. So this presentation is going to give you a few glimpses on critical role of AI in optimizing the pharmacy overflows and addressing the challenges, ensuring the compliances with the regulatory frameworks. It also helps us to know about the real world case studies, which are going to be a very important in analyzing the pharmaceutical logistics and the patient care. Coming to the challenges in AI implementation, so data privacy concern. It is going to provide the significantly adaptive in a particular reputed healthcare organizations. The data is not going to be disclosed, and more than 60% of the data will not be disclosed. And coming to the integration with existing systems, so this integrating AI with the legacy systems presents the technical challenges which are used for sustainable investments and time, and it prevents not to delay the development. It helps in progressing of the development in a faster way and compared with the non-existing systems. And coming to the bias in AI algorithm, as we have discussed earlier, this bias, we should not delay or depend on AI algorithm, which may lead to the inaccurate prediction. So the known person with the AI gives you the better result when compared with the directly unknown person with AI. Coming to the real world implementation considerations. So human-centered design importance. This user acceptance of this AI system significantly improves the human center and ensures the technology to meet the needs of the preferred when that is discussed with the family and take a decision. And coming to staff training on AI tools, these can enhance the operational efficiency by 30% when coming to the non-operating part. Continuous monitoring of AI model, ongoing model monitoring and validation of this model are very much essential to maintain the accuracy, reliable, adapting to the changes in the data and operational needs. So, based on the current changes and seasonal variations, this real-world implementation can help us to predictive analytics in pharmaceutical logistics. So, in this, the AI helps us to forecast the demand efficacy based on the data. How, like for example, if they had during COVID conditions, we have used that antibiotic and paracetamol. So what is that paracetamol usage? What is the usage of a pantoprazole? What is the usage of this antibiotic? So based on that, it is going to forecast the demand of a particular dosage form, and it is going to help in enhancing the supply chain accuracy. Means it is going to implement the check the stock, and it is going to forecast us before converting into the low stock. It is going to be maintained by leading it to the enhanced operational efficacy. And coming to the enhancing supply chain accuracy. So based on this regression model, this is going to be occurred, and it is going to reduce the excess stock or wastage of the stock by in-time supply and in-time input for the supply of the particular, and identifying the supply chain risk. The AI tool can also proactivate the identifying the potential risk in supply, thereby reducing the disruption by 40% and ensuring the timely delivery of the pharmaceutical product. So if we give the data, each and everyone who is going to be used the particular drug, it can be predict a forehead, and then it is going to get you the product in time without wasting the. That is the application. Coming to the advantages of AI in pharmacy automation, it is going to improve the efficiency, accuracy, and reduces the workload. But these all things has to be done in person with the help of AI. Not AI alone cannot do that. Coming to the limitations, the bias in AI system can occur, reduced human oversight, legal and ethical implementation, data security risking. So, as we discussed earlier, the bias in AI system means without just trusting with AI, we can't go forward. So sometimes it may have a lower, false prediction also. So that we have to cross-check it with that. And then we have to put the applications of AI and reduce human oversight. So, over-relying on AI, many humans may diminish and increase the risk of error. So, we will blindly believe in that it is giving that stock value. Once we have to check, cross-checking with the human minds also is important in this. Yeah. So, AI alone utilization is not at all preferable. Coming to the regulatory and governance framework, this helps us in compliance with the regulations. If you give the data to a particular usage of medical devices or medicines or a case study of a particular person, this is going to develop or it is going to maintain the compliances according to the ensuring the safety and accuracy with the minimal legal risks and enhancing the patient trust. Impact of data privacy laws. So data privacy laws is, it is going to influence the utilization, necessities, robust data handling of the practices to protect the patient information and maintaining the compliance. In maintaining the particular data of a particular patient, it can maintain properly. And establishing governance framework. Implementing the governance framework is a crucial for ethical AI uses and promoting accountability, and it is going to produce the transparency, the alignment with the healthcare standards and stakeholder expectations. So in this way, it is going to be reliable with the governance framework. And these are the following recommended books. Finally, this AI in pharmacy automation improves the efficacy and decision making, but the success requires the clean data. Whatever the transparent data you are getting, that data has to be given. Then regulatory compliances, human AI collaboration and continuous monitoring gives you the automation in AI in pharmacy automation. Thank you.
Thank you, madam, for specifying what are various AI tools which are useful to reducing the risk and improving the supply chain in pharmaceutical logistics. Overall, the concluding remarks of second day of FDP are: this FDP emphasizes the technical potential of AI in healthcare system. AI enables data-driven public health surveillance, real-world data analytics, and genomics-based personalized medicine. They accelerate drug discovery and optimization in pharmaceutical chemistry and improve supply chain efficiency through predictive modeling. Effective implementation of this requires interdisciplinary integration, ethical governance, and regulatory compliance. We are thankful to the principal and management of STCP for providing this opportunity. Thank you. Thank you all. We are ending the session. Thank you.